All right. Okay. We're going to begin from a seated position. So get ready your blanket, cushion, or anything you need in order to elevate your hips and allow your hips to be more open and, more important, the spine upright. So let's bring the shoulders up to the ears and then slowly release them back and down. Now place your hands to your knees or thighs and lifting the spine from the heart center, find a neutral spine. Guide the chin slightly back and then slightly down towards the chest. Closing the eyes or lowering the gaze towards the floor. Soften the elbows by your rib cage. And just direct your attention inward towards the breath. This is a moment we take here at the beginning of the practice to root it down, to get ourselves centered. Beginning with the idea of this time, this hour together, to feel present and aware of the body and the mind. Let's first notice the breath and allow your breath just to be regular. The pattern is not changing yet. Just observe the movement of the breath. And take the time to go here slowly and gradually from your regular breathing pattern into one that becomes a little bit longer and deeper. In other words, we begin to slow down the breath in order to slow down the mind. And that is the true goal of yoga. You're welcome to engage Ujjayi breathing if you're comfortable with Ujjayi breath. And as we create this new pattern of lengthening the inhales and the exhales, let's try to keep using the slow, smooth breath control as we move through our asana practice, as we move through our physical practice of yoga. Inhaling and exhaling in a way that the breath feels deeper, fuller, not rushing it. And with your next inhale, sweep the arms overhead to find a nice long spine, reaching through the fingertips. Relax your shoulders back and down, and then lower the hands to the heart center in the Anjali Mudra. And inhale, arms to the side in T position, guiding the shoulders, elbows back to stretch the front of the chest. And then bring the hands, flexing the elbows back to the center, Anjali Mudra. Breathing in and out. Inhale from the hands up to the sky. Reach through the fingertips. Nice long spine. Lower the hands down to the heart center. And opening in T position. Opening the front of the shoulders. Finding space in the chest and the heart. And exhale, hands to the heart. One more time. Inhale, reach, nice long spine. Create a space in between each vertebrae. Soften the shoulders and elbows. Release the hands to the heart. Inhale to open, stretching more the chest. And exhale, release the hands down to your thighs. And inhale, lift the chin up, opening the throat. And exhale, the chin goes to the chest, stretch the back of the neck. And inhale to lift and open. And at your own pace, following the rhythm of your breath, keep moving your head up and down, gently warming up the muscle of the neck. Just keep breathing. Long, deep, gentle movement of the neck, linking the breath with the movement. And as we lower the chin down to the chest, keep the upper spine long, the chin slightly tucked in. Take a deep inhale and then move the chin to the right and to the left. Always keeping the chin slightly tucked in. Rocking gently side to side. And slowly return the head back to neutral position. Now bring the right arm up, flex the elbow, place your right hand to your left ear. Take a deep inhale, release the left hand down towards the floor, relax your left shoulder, and as you exhale, the right ear goes to your right shoulder. And just pause there. Reconnect back with your breath. Slowly head back through center. Now lift the chin to parallel to the floor, rotate it halfway in between your sternum and your right shoulder. And with exhale, guide the chin to your right collarbone. Concentrate on the full breath. Inhale, head back through center. Both hands now to the back of the head, elbows in, and exhale, guide the chin to your chest. Deep, full inhales and exhales. Inhale, lift the head, lower the right hand down, and then rotate the chin slightly in between left collarbone and the chest. Take a deep inhale and exhale. The chin goes down to your left collarbone. Watch your breath. Inhale, lift the head. Place your left hand down now to your right ear. Inhale and exhale, left ear down to your left shoulder as you release the right arm towards the floor. Lateral stretch. Deep breath in. Long, full exhale out. And take a deep inhale. The head comes back through center. Release the left hand down. Shoulders up, back and down. Place your hands down to your thighs or knee. Lift the chin and let's rotate the head to the right, to the chest, to the left and up. Gently drawing a circle with the chin. And let's reverse, go to the opposite direction. And slowly bring the head back to center. Bring the hands to the center of your heart. Take a moment. We connect back with the breath. And bring the arms out to the side. Flex the elbows. Place the hands to your shoulders. Now with the elbows, let's draw a circle going up, back, down, forward, up, back, and down. Couple more rounds going in this direction. And let's reverse the movement. Bring the elbows back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. A couple more breath. And then slowly release arms to the side. Release the right hand down. Extend the left arm up. And then flex the right elbows and reach to the right as you press with the left hip. And then release, return back through center. And exhale, relax your elbows and the spine goes to the right and back through center. To the right and hold in position. Deep breath in, guide the left shoulder, elbow back. Take a deep inhale and then lower the left hand down. So both hands are either side of your right thigh. Rotate the shoulder and the chest slightly to the right, gentle twist. And then flex the elbows to melt the chest and the forehead towards your right knee. Keep your left hip down. Breath is moving. Inhale, lift the head, walk the hands slightly to the center, flex the elbows, and then release the crown of the head towards the floor. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, bring the arms out to the side to open the chest. Exhale, lower the left hand down towards the mat and reach with the right arm over to your right ear, press with the right hip. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slowly move to your left and back to center. And let's move to the left and hold in position. Press with the right hip, guide the right shoulder back. Keep the breath moving, nice, deep, full. Stretch those intercostal muscles. Breathing in and out. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest slightly, rotate it to the left, lower the right hand down, and then as you exhale, flex both elbows and chin to your chest, forehead to your left knee. Breathe. Lift the head slightly, walk the hands to the center, and then release again. Crown of the head towards the floor. Relax your shoulders and elbows. Release the back. Release out both hips. And then slowly lift the head, lift the chest, bring the hands behind you, and do the crossing of the legs. Let's do some windshield wiper movement. Time to move those hips and legs after staying in seated position. Rocking from side to side. And then slowly drop the legs to one side and let's come to tabletop position. Using the same blanket or towel to protect the knees now, have your knees wide as your yoga mat. The big toes are touching. If you're not gonna do that, just have the knees wide as your hips, okay? Big toes touching, wrists under the shoulders, and we're going to rock slightly back to the heels and forward, just mobilizing the hips in a different direction now. Rocking back and forward. And then slowly back through center. Now have your knees under the hips, and we're going to move the hips to the heels and bring the hands down by your side, releasing the shoulders towards the floor, the elbows, and then let's come to child's pose. Let's stretch the neck again in rabbit pose. So we begin with the forehead down towards the mat or towards the or down to the block if you cannot reach it with your forehead towards the mat. And we're going to rock from the forehead to the crown of the head as we lift the hips off the heels, and then we lower the hips down to the heels and we'll return back to the forehead. Forehead, from forehead to the crown of the head, heels, hips up and hips down, release down to the forehead. One more time, be gentle. From forehead to the crown of the head, hips come off the heels, and then all the way down. Relax here, relax your elbows, release your shoulders towards the floor, Balasana, child's pose. Take a moment. And then slowly from here, standing in the knees, sweep the arms out and up. Engage the core to do that. And then lower the hands down towards the floor to tabletop position. Tucking the toes under, engage the core, straighten the legs into downward dog, heels towards the floor, and then lower the knees down towards the mat to tabletop position. Extend, right arm forward, left leg goes back, core is engaged, reach, holding position. Breathing in and out, testing your balance and working with strength and stamina. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hand down, left knee down, tabletop. Tuck the toes under, press, inhale, lift the hips, down dog, chin to your chest, heels towards the floor, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, exhale, knees down to the tabletop position. Extend the left arm by your left ear, reach with your right leg back, engage the core. Deep breath in, full exhale out. Take a deep inhale. Left hand down, right knee down, tuck the toes under. Press Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog, straighten the legs, chin to the chest, crown of the head towards the floor. Take a deep inhale, exhale, knees down, keep the toes tucked. Now, engage the core, guide the belly into the spine, and with the toes tucked, knees off the mat, few inches. Core engagement, breathing in and out. Exhale, knees down, top of the feet flat, move the hips to the heels, relax your elbows towards the floor, forehead towards the mat, child's pose. Soften and release your wrist and hands. Deep breath. Inhale, standing in the knees, bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, release the arms down towards the hips, shoulders up, back, and down. From here, let's step forward with your left foot, and the right knee, instead of having the right knee directly under your right hip, we're going to move slightly back to find more room in your right hip flexor. Left knee over to your left ankle, and we're going to bring the arms overhead, and exhale, bring the arms out and behind you. If you can reach with both hands behind you, straighten the elbows, open the chest, go deeper into your right hip flexor. Use your breath. If this is too much, you're welcome to have the arms into the cactus arms with the elbows flexed. Find what works for you. Then lower your right hand down by your left foot, tuck the toes under, and pick up the right knee off the mat to high lunge. Both hands are on the floor. We're going to rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Now lower the right knee down towards the floor, lift the chest, bring the hands to your left thigh, and then with your right hand, Flex your right knee and see if you can grab the top of your right foot with your right hand. Lift the chest. This is also a balanced pose, and as we're stretching the thigh and opening the front of your right shoulder, the front of your right chest. You can use something for support if you need to. But like I said, we're working a little bit of balance here, breathing in and out. And exhale, release the right foot down, hands towards the floor. Bring the left knee to meet your right knee and then move into child's pose. Take 2 or 3 rounds of breath. Hands by your knees and lifting the arms overhead, kneeling position. And exhale, lower the hands down towards the hips, shoulders up, back, and down. Let's step forward now with the right foot, 90-degree angle in the right knee. Pick up the left knee slightly back, top of the foot flat on the mat. Lift the chest, inhale, bring the arms overhead. Iliopsoas, stretch, and then bring the arms out. And perhaps behind you, slide the palms down to open, or you can have the cactus arms. Find whatever works the best for you, modify. And keep open the chest and guiding the left hip forward to open and stretch the left hip flexor. Nice deep breath. And slowly lower the hands down, tuck the toes under, pick up the left knee off the mat and rock back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Release the left knee down, lift the chest, right hand down to your right knee, and then flex your left knee and grab with your left hand that left foot, or maybe you can, some people do that. I've seen it just holding from the yoga tight or the yoga pants to lift the chest and stretch, in this case, even deeper, iliopsoas and the left thigh. Working with our balance. Please don't hold the breath. Keep working. Breathing in and out. And exhale, release down, hand down. Bring the right knee to meet your left knee. Let's move back to Balasana again, child's pose. Relax the forehead towards the floor or towards the block. You're biking and hiking. We need to stretch those thighs. And then bring the hands against by your knees, lift the head, lift the chest. And with the knees wide as your hips, you can use having your wrist like this and your fist placing in between the knees. That's a good distance for you to be in that kneeling position. We're working to modify camel pose. So from here, we're going to again move the pelvis forward, bring the hands to the base of your sacrum, just fingertips pointing down and guiding the elbows in. So the elbows are not out, elbows are in. I'm going to move the pelvis and lift from the chest, gently arching the upper spine. You can stay here with the hands down first, with your hands down, gently pressing and creating space there in your lower spine and the sacrum, lifting the chest. And just don't drop the head back. Keep the neck neutral, like kind of the gaze in between, somewhere in between where the wall meets with the ceiling. Because if you drop that, it's basically impossible to breathe. Take a deep inhale and then move the hips to the heels and then release all the way down, arms down by your side, relax your shoulders into child's pose. Take a few rounds of breath. Let's repeat again. Lifting into kneeling position. Bring the hands down to the back of your hips and gently pressing elbows in. Move the pelvis forward. Open the chest. Gently arch the upper spine and then find that neck, the position of the neck and the head, so you're not dropping it back. Keep the breath flowing, even though this position is a little bit challenging to do so, but your breath is moving as you keep opening the front of the chest, the torso, the hips, the thighs. Take a deep inhale and then move the hips back, release the arching the back bend as we release down into Balasana. Just let go. Bring the palms forward. Let's all find a way to tabletop position. Wrist under the hips, knees wide as wrist under the shoulders, knees wide as your hips. Let's mobilize the spine a little bit here into cat cow. Inhale to arch, drop the belly. Exhale, the belly go in and the chin to the chest into an angry cat. Inhale, drop it down, open the chest. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, open into the cow. Exhale, round into the cat. Move the hips to the heels and then walk the hands to the left as we stretch the right side of the torso. Place the right hand on top of your left hand. Relax your elbows and melt the shoulders, elbows, everything down towards the floor. Moving slowly to the opposite side. And back to center. From here, rocking forward to table, tucking the toes under, press downward dog, walk the hands towards your feet, take your blanket away from your mat, and then holding from the opposite elbow, stretch your spine, allow gravity to assist you here. Just breathe into this. Bring the hands towards the hips. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. Engage the core gently. Straighten the legs and lift the spine. Let's all find our way to Samastiti, equal standing pose. Hands to the heart. Shoulders relaxed. Take a moment to reconnect with the breath. Relaxing, releasing. Tension of the shoulders. And then lowering the hands to the hips and just come to the toes, lifting the heels, testing balance again. Release the heels down and pick up the toes, rock slightly back. And let's do that a few more times, rocking back and forth. And then slowly release. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, bring the arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers down your sacrum, straighten the elbows, bend the knees, and coming into chair pose. Lift the chest and move the hips back. So you're not rocking forward. You have to be able to see your toes. Lift the chest, engage the back muscles, straighten the legs, soften the elbows, keep the hands interlaced. Exhale, flex the knee and move into chair pose. If this is too much for your shoulders and arms, cactus arms is the position with the elbows flexed, and then straighten the legs, coming back to center. Now flex again and lower into table and into chair pose. Straighten the legs and move the arms up to the sky, crown of the head pointed towards the floor. Take a deep inhale, lower the hands down to the sacrum, bend the knees, lift the chest into chair, release the palms, bring the arms overhead, and exhale, swan dive, forward, hands towards the floor, relax the neck, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Inhale, bring the arms to the hips, engage the core, lift the head, lift the chest, and Samasthiti equal standing pose. Hands to the heart. Take a moment. Breathing in and out. And exhale, release the hands down towards the floor. Now let's stand with the feet wider than the hips. And let's rotate the right foot out. Toes are pointing the front of the mat. Back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Shoulders over to your hips, and we're going to bring the arms into position. From here, flex your right knee into, and then rotate the head towards your right hand, and we're in Vavardhasana 2, Warrior 2. Shoulders are not up here. Release it back and down, and see if you can go deeper, holding the position, and then straighten the legs and lower into Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. And we're going to move, inhale, engage the core, flex the right knee, lower into Warrior 2. Inhale, exhale, straighten the legs and lower into triangle. Back up, engage the core, inhale, flex the right knee, Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the knee, reach and lower into triangle. Back through center, release shoulders, hands down, rotate the right foot down. Inhale, reach with the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers, slide the palms down, chin in, engage the core, and then slowly, crown of the head is going towards the mat, and the hands are going up to the sky. Breathing in and out, take a deep inhale, hands down to the sacrum, engage the core, lift the chest, return back up. Raise the palms, shoulders up, back and down. Arms to the side into position. Rotate the left heel in, keep the right foot parallel to the front of the mat. Flex your left knee, 90-degree angle, shoulders over to your hips, look over to left hand. Vavardhasana 1. Inhale, straighten the knee and lower into triangle. Engage the core, inhale, back through center, flex your left knee into Warrior 2. Inhale, straighten and exhale, lower and Utthita Trikonasana. Inhale back through center, flex your left knee, look over to left hand. Last round, straighten and exhale, triangle. Inhale, reach and back through center, release the arms down and rotate the left foot so both feet are parallel, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, arms overhead. One more time, exhale, arms out and behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows, lift the chest, chin to the chest, and exhale in control. Engage the core to lower the crown of the head towards the sky, and the hands are up. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower the hands to the sacrum, lift the chest, and lift all the way up. Release the hands, shoulders up, back and down. Rotate the right foot out, and then spin up the back heel, lower the hands down, adjust your right foot so we are in high lunge. And from high lunge, lower the left knee down, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, and we're going to move into child's pose, hips to the heels, and take a moment. Relax your lower back, your shoulders. And moving slowly, we're going to come to table. And from table, we're going to move the knees slightly back and then lower the chest forward. Flex the elbows by your rib cage, lower the pelvis, and then just keep the hands not just right under your shoulders, but a little more close to your rib cage. Elbows in, legs and feet together. We're going to walk and cobra up and down. Press through the hips and pelvis. Hands are there for support. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. And exhale, release the chest, forehead down. Keep the neutral when you come up. Don't look up. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, gaze towards the floor. Exhale, strong back muscles, release it down. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. And exhale, slowly release it down. Lift the head, lift the chest, activate those back muscles. And exhale down. Couple more times. Inhaling and lifting, neutral neck. Exhale down towards the floor. Last round. Inhale, lift into your Cobra, Bhujangasana, and exhale all the way down. Now press the palms against the floor to lift the chest, the pelvis, bend the knees, and move into child's pose to release your lower back. Shoulders soft, elbows soft, and you are stretching, softening, and breathing at the same time. Inhale to table, let's mobilize the spine gently a few rounds in cat-cow again. Drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round into the cat. Inhale into the cow. Exhale into the cat. Inhale into the cow. Exhale into the cat. Move the hips to the heels. Drop the hip to one side and swing the legs to the front of the mat. Let's come all to the front with the knees bent. We're going to work a little bit core strength here with the feet wide as your hips. We're going to have the knees to your knees and lower the spine halfway down. So your elbows and your arms are straight, and then lift the feet up. You can have a hand down for support, and let's stay here on boat pose. Navasana, shoulders back and down. So we're not bring the shoulders up to the ears. Flatten the upper spine. Keep the core strong and stable. And of course, the breath is flowing. Breathing in and out. Now bring the sole of the feet together. Release the feet down and then release the forehead towards the feet. Knees out. Couple breaths, 2 or 3 breaths. Lift the chest, bring the knees up, feet wide as your hips. Again, hands to your knees, straighten the elbows, lower the spine halfway down. Engage the core and feet up. Navasana. Holding position, soften the shoulders. Keep the breath flowing. Notice your spine. If you are like rounding, just lift, engage, sole of feet together, knees out, and then release it, crown of the head towards the feet. One more time, lift the head, lift the chest, feet wide as your hips, knees bent, hands to your knees, lower the spine halfway down, elbows straight, engage the core, and feet up. Hold and breathe. Sole of the feet together, knees out, release the spine, crown of the head towards the feet. That was the last one. Keep the breath flowing, stretch the hips, the spine. Bring the knees again, lift the head, chest, knees up. We're going to go now all the way down. So hands to your knees, rounding the spine, one vertebra at a time. Release it all the way down. Take a moment there with the knees bent. Rock your head from side to side if you need to. Chin to your chest, and now have your feet wide as your hips, with the heels right under your knees and the arms down by your side. So we're going to go up and down into Vipada Pitta bridge pose several times, and then we're going to stay up. So inhale, pick up the pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back. Exhale, everything goes down from the upper back, middle back, lumbar, spine, sacrum down. Repeat, inhale, coming up into your high bridge. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lifting up into the high bridge. Exhale, lower it down. Now we're going to come into the high bridge slowly up, and it feels right for you. Bring the arms under your upper spine, interlace the fingers, and keep lifting the pelvis and the hips, chin to your chest, and just hold in position. If this is too much for your shoulders, arms, and wrist and hands, just keep the arms parallel. Keep lifting from the pelvis, arching and opening the front of the spine. And as you exhale, release the hands, bring the arms down, slowly lower the spine down and bring the arms overhead, and then relax your shoulders and elbows open and release it down. Feet off the mat, hands to your knees, and then guide the thighs in to stretch your lower back after the back bend. Deep breath. Now, hug your left thigh in, extend the right arm up, and then slowly, in control, the right leg goes down to the front of the mat. Place your left foot on top of your right thigh above your knee, and with your right hand outside of your left knee and the left arm in T position, we're going to twist to the right with the next exhale. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, guide the left knee to the right. Don't go too deep. It's a gentle twist. Breathing in and out. And then slowly undo the twist, return back to center. Lower the left foot down, lower the right foot down, and then hug the left thigh into the chest. Extend the right leg up, and then slowly lower the right leg all the way to the front. Now place the left foot on top of your right thigh with the right hand outside your left knee and the left arm in T position. Inhale and exhale, guide the left knee to your right. Hold in position and breathe. And gently undo the twist, return back to center. Lower the left foot down, flex the right knee, lower the right foot down. Hug yourself with both thighs. Flatten your lower back. Bring symmetry to the sacrum, to the lower back, to both hips. And then slowly lower the right foot down. Place the left foot on top of your right thigh, IT band stretch. With both hands reaching from the hamstring or the shin, chin slightly tucked in. Concentrate on breathing long, deep, and even. Release, right foot down. Let's come into half happy baby. So hold the outside of your left foot or the outside of the lower part of your leg. Guide the left thigh outside of the rib cage and keep the neck neutral. And release. Lower the left foot down. With the left knee bent, right foot goes on top of your left thigh. IT band stretching your right hip, holding from the hamstring or the shin of your left leg. Chin in, close your eyes, and enjoy your breath. And release left foot down. Let's come into half happy baby, holding the outside of your right foot or the right side of the right leg, the lower part, and just open and stretch as you breathe. Nice, deep and even. Now the left foot comes up, and we're going to the full happy baby. Chin to the chest. Try to keep your your lower back flat on the mat, and both hips even. And release. Bring the feet up, bend the knees. Let's lower the feet, the heels again under the knees. Let's come into gentle bridge to line your spine, lifting into the bridge and gently releasing the bridge down towards the floor. Hug yourself, flatten your lower back as you bring the thighs into the chest, and then straighten the legs up to the sky, holding from the back of the legs. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and slowly flex and gently open the legs out in a V and rotate the ankles in one direction. And then going into the opposite direction. And then slowly in, bring the legs back through center, lower the feet down, hug yourself, and then lift the head off the mat, forehead to the knees. Exhale, release the head down. Lower the feet towards the floor and then walk the feet wide as your mat. Let's bring some movement before settling down on Shavasana. Some windshield wiper movement. You're rocking the legs in one direction, the head goes into the opposite direction. Just move gently from side to side. Few rounds. And slowly return back to center and extend both legs to both corners of the mat. Turn the feet out, bring the arms overhead and reach to create a space in the entire length of the spine. Reach, reach, reach. Take a deep inhale and then side out, exhale, release the arms down, butt away from the body with the palms facing up. The shoulders are releasing down, the elbows, everything going down towards the floor. You are now in your final pose, Shavasana, resting pose. So make sure you are comfortable there as I guide you through some relaxation state with Yoga Nidra. So in Yoga Nidra, we try to reach that state in between falling asleep and being aware of our body. So it's not like we are coming into a nap. So you are aware of the body and you are directing the body to let go and surrender into relaxation. So now please, with your eyes closed and coming back to your regular breath, draw your attention to your right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, and right pinky finger. Right wrist, right forearm, right elbow, right upper arm, right shoulder front and back, right side of your chest, your right rib cage, right waist, right side of your pelvis and your right hip, right part of your upper leg, right knee, right part of your lower leg, right ankle, right top of your foot, right sole of your foot, right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, and right little toe. The right side of your body, the front and the back, is slowly releasing down towards the floor. You are letting go. Now bring the attention to your left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky finger, left palm, left hand, left wrist, left upper forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder front and back, left side of your chest, left rib cage, left waist, left side of your pelvis and your left hip. Bring the attention to the upper part of your left leg, left knee, left lower part of your leg, left ankle, left foot, top and sole, left big toe, left second toe, left third toe, left fourth toe, left little toe. The entire left side of the body, front and back, is slowly melting down towards the floor. From the shoulders to the sole of the feet, your body, front and back, is releasing down evenly towards the floor. Guide attention to the throat, neck, jaw, chin, lips, tongue, teeth, upper lip, nose, temples, ears, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows, in between the eyebrows, forehead, and the crown of your head. Head to toes, front and back. Your body is softening, releasing, and letting go as you fall in a deep, full rest. Very slowly, please begin to deepen your breath. Rocking your head from side to side. Wiggling toes and fingers. And as you inhale deeply, arms are coming overhead and you are pointing the toes and reaching through the fingertips. Creating space one more time in between each vertebrae. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, you bend the knees, you hug yourself, and gently rolling over to one side. Take a few rounds of breath. And the head comes last. Slowly, please find your way and meet me as we sit all together in Sukhasana, easy pose. Spine is lift and open and long. And we're going inward back to the breath, the way we started at the beginning. Noticing how the breath flows gently within our bodies. We slow down the breath and we bring calmness and stillness in our minds. And as we guide hands to the heart center, we take the time here to return to our regular breath. We take the moment to be grateful to ourselves for this hour of self-love and self-care. We take the time here to notice the state of the mind and any changes from the beginning of the practice until this very moment. And if the change is a positive one, where you feel your mind at ease, at peace, I invite you to cultivate this peace until stillness a little bit longer after the practice is over. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You'll have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to cultivate always. You'll have sweet, peaceful, loving words to offer. And may our intentions always be inspired by love, sweetness, peace, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank you all very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are. Enjoy the family. And let's see each other maybe next Tuesday. Hope everything's fine. And please stay happy, healthy, and safe always. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.